Earning from social media. This is what we are here to talk about today. We are live at the University Ian, and this is the Youth Feedback with your show host, Bridget Insimental, live on AED TV, empowering you. Talking about social media influencers, someone would be inquisitive to know, what do these people do? And really, do they influence? How do they earn money? They do a lot on social media, but how do they earn money from this? And today, this is what we are going to be talking about here at the Youth Feedback.
Bananga bami n'abakyala naze kubanyonyola nti bw'obanga olina omukolo gwonna gw'olina oyagala kuyingira ennyumba olina lonchi gy'okola olina hoteri olina embaga olina ulumbe olina buli kalonde yonna ng'oyagala bagutere ku Zoom, YouTube wamu ne ku Facebook. Njagala kugamba nti AED TV be basobola okubeera nga bakikolerako bulungi nnyo, balina kamera ennungi nkambwe, balikirya nnyo, bamanyi kibakola eby'oluzungu, eby'oluganda, eby'olunyankole, buli kalonde yonna baguteerako buteezi. N'olwekyo mukwano gyaffe
AED TV, empowering you.
Welcome back from that short break. Yes, we are live at the University Ian, one of the most glamorous places around Barara town, opposite Acacia Hotel. And this is a place that can host you, all your parties, all your, if you want to throw any dinner, any birthday party, any wedding party, anything to do with partying, this is the right place that you can come to. Then if at all you want accommodation, other services are beautiful. They are perfect. Just come and have a home away from home in a peaceful environment with the University Ian. You want your meals to be catered for? This is the best place. And they also do deliveries. So you can come here and have the best of your days, the best of what you need. And today I am delighted to be having some of the social media influencers. Right on my left, I have this beautiful lady, and she is Kando Rona. Someone has to know why Kando Rona. And then there is some other name that I've just gotten to know, that you are the essential student. What's that all about? We are yet to know. Then on my right, we have Nick Yuji. I want to know the real name because these handles that people use, these stage names, sometimes they tease us, and sometimes people like me who want to know the whole thing. What is your real name? I'm always, inquisitive to know.
My actual name, like my government name. The sign.
Yeah.
Kamgasha Nixon.
Kamgasha Nixon. You're welcome to AED TV.
Thank you.
Okay, then to this lady who is Kando Rona.
Thank you, AED TV, for this chance.
Yes, please.
I'm Aishuka Rona.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the real name. Then most of them know Kando Rona, others know essential student. Yeah, just like that.
Why essential student?
I think I'm no longer even an essential student. I'm now an essential worker because I completed the course.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got this name after the presidential address during that time of lockdown, when it was like the essential students, thereby the medical students and those finalists were supposed to report back to school. That's where I got the name from, and I had to name myself essential.
Okay, you just heard from her, essential student. I think since I am the student around, I don't know whether Nick is a student or not. I think I'm also going to be essential very soon. So who is Nick?
Nick. I don't know, that question always confuses me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget who I am. But Nick is a fitness coach and influencer. Very bold.
Okay.
From Barara.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all I can say for now.
He said fitness coach.
Yeah.
I think I have to be fit. Is the fitness? Is it what I'm thinking about? You know, fitness of the body.
Yeah. Physical fitness.
Physical fitness.
Exactly.
So why do you do this from?
Right after bomb petrol station, Terror.
Okay. So anytime I can come in and, you know.
Yeah. You can come anytime and get your body sweating. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be at your service.
Okay. So is he a student or he accomplished some time back?
He is a student, but also had finished, so just upgrading. But he works at the same time, so I guess.
Okay. So you guys are interesting. You are social media influencers. Just something that when I just thought about it, I was there asking myself, so these guys are social media influencers. How are they making it? Just looking up your handles on Twitter and finding you guys with a very big following, I couldn't wait seeing you guys. Because, yes, it happened that previously during this the Blink Teens Awards, and I was there and we're behind, you know, this voicing maybe the best nominees for this, and then I had to say your names out. But then I was wondering, so what, especially essential student, what does this essential student do? Because I was just voicing, I didn't know these people.
And I was the only girl in the competition, so everyone would be like, why in that competition, why?
How was it?
It was so nice. And I was so humbled to be among the nominees.
Okay.
So I didn't go through. I think I didn't put in more energy. That's what I can say. Yeah, because I reached a time and I was caught up by work.
Okay.
And I didn't give it much of my time. But the reason why I was called essential student, I am an essential worker. A registered nurse by profession. I've just graduated and I'm working around Barra.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? I thought that once you are an influencer, most times such things are always, you know, small because you already have a following and it's all about voting and you make it.
Yeah, but the real truth is that I did put in much of my time because I went through to see the votes, but I relaxed about it.
Okay.
I think next time better. Chances are coming.
I think another thing about those things, you know, the nominations and everything, people put in their time, you know, they send messages to their friends and they go to all social media platforms and all that needs time. And if you don't have time and you have a job to do, you'll find it really hard to make it.
Okay, maybe talking about that, how do you do it? You have time and you still have to do a lot of maybe marketing and advertising, and you know you have to keep your platform busy and active every time. How do you do it?
How do I do that? There's myself. I put up a schedule for doing exactly that.
Okay.
You know, I have a time for tweeting. You know, time to check my Twitter account and time to work and time for school as well. So I think it's all about planning it out.
You have a lot on table, but it's all about planning.
Exactly.
Okay, so where do you school from?
Right here,
Mobs. You are a business student. Okay.
Yeah, I guess a non-essential.
And but I think as long as when you get your final year, you'll be essential.
Yeah, well, I don't think that applies anyway because I don't think COVID is coming back again.
No, it's not coming. So, have you at a time found some challenges or criticisms, or like from Twitter? You know, sometimes you post something, you tweet, and then people attack you, and you feel so intimidated and
all
down.
the time. But you know, most people say social media is not for the weak.
I know.
There's always going to be social media bullies.
And not everyone will always support you.
Okay.
Exactly.
There must be those people. And there are some people who will hate you from day one. That's what I can say. Someone just comes, whether the post is positive or negative, he comments negative, and then you'll be like, what is this person wanting from me?
How do you feel if at all they commented negatively?
Me, I usually ignore most of the comments.
Okay.
Yes. Because they won't move me.
Actually, if you're to see most influencers on Twitter, they never respond to comments, whether positive or negative. They're just used to having a lot of comments under their tweets. So,
and the more you give these guys
attention,
they will underlook you. And from the comment section, he or she will come to your DM. So you have to keep that gap.
There was a time when Sammy posted that if at all certain had a son, which name could this son have? And then most of the people were putting different names. Others were putting Sammy, others were putting Manini, and all that. So in my mind, I started, I'm like, oh gosh, what is this guy thinking? After people responding like this, why do people sometimes post some tweets that are provoking people to give some feedback that is very negative?
This is what the society wants to see.
and I don't think it's people posting provocative things. Someone might post something provocative because maybe they're chasing clouds, they want attention, from people, and then when they get, those firebacks, they are not ready for them. We have seen a lot of people getting depressed and leaving social media for quite a while. Others be like, oh, I've deactivated my account, but later, after like a month, they come back, strong, maybe because they went for therapy. Do you have therapy in Uganda? It's basically counseling, right? It happens all the time. Sometimes it's right to give Twitter or any other social media that is, making you lose your peace of mind a break, and you come back when you're
ready.
Yeah.
And social media is addictive. You need to reach a time and give it a break. Sure. Yes, it is, because you find at times you can't live minus pressing your phone. And pressing your phone, of course, you're in media. You can't, if you don't have data, you feel like you're not fitting where you are. So that means you've started being more addicted.
This happens like when I'm a student, yes. And when I'm at hostel and then I don't have data that day, trust me, I will not be me. I will not feel myself. At least even I don't want to post anything, I just want to see what other people are posting.
Yeah, well, a very clear example is that time of voting when social media was off. How many weeks? 2?
Oh gosh.
It was the Stone Age. I mean, I don't know how, when you go to the toilet and without a phone in your hand, it's like you're back in 1994. Nothing. It was actually only SMSs, and people had to adopt to a new way of communicating. So.
But then, I've seen that most of us are addicted, and it's not only the youth, but almost the entire generation. Like everyone.
Yeah, even our parents.
Yes, is addicted. But then, what do you consider before you tweet? What are some of the things that you consider that this is what my following wants to hear from me? What do you consider?
Most times now, like me as an influencer, there's a lot of companies that are always keeping their eyes on you.
Okay.
So you have to watch what you tweet or what you retweet, because at the end of the day, it's going to reflect on your timeline. So most times you have to tweet content that is non-provocative, non-violent, mutual content, because you might post something that is obscene, perhaps, and a company, like maybe club, it has its rules. If you post those things, it will scrap you off the list.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be, I don't know, as an influencer, you have to have some ethics that are not even taught to you, but the ones that you build within you. So, and other people that are not influencers, of course, they will always tweet those tweets that are seeking for, clout and attention. You have always seen them around.
As she had said that this is what people want to hear. But don't you think that sometimes as a person, you have a philosophy, your personal philosophy, and you're like, no, this is Rona, and I can't do this. And there are some times when you feel like, yeah, I can't do it.
Yes, much as we have to tweet, you have to post, and you have to keep your account or page active. But of course, you don't retweet everything, and you don't tweet everything.
That is what we wanted actually to hear, because sometimes I have a friend. This friend they do a lot of WhatsApping, and most of the times, not that I follow her every day, every now and then, because this is my friend and I'm always aware of what she's going to post. But most of the times when I just sit back home, or maybe I'm exhausted, I just want to let go of some things, I'll have to go to her page, to her status, because she'll have only comedy and only fun. And sometimes I wonder, do parents watch also these things? Do they really watch them? And in any way, doesn't it affect her sometimes? Because on compound, she's different. On social media, she's also another version. How do you do that? Don't you sometimes contradict your own personality, like what you put out?
Yeah, because at times there's when you meet people and they be like, you're essential student. Someone looks at you like 3 times. I don't know what comes to their minds or what. I don't know if they expect a big girl or what, or tiny or what. I really don't know. But you talk, or else you talk to someone for like 1 to 2 hours, then it's like, I expected a different person and I've seen a different person. And the way you talk is not what I expected. Then you'd be like, what do people think of us?
Okay.
But still, it's us to prove them wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, social media is different from how we'd be in the society. Sometimes you post memes because they relieve stress. Someone will see your tweet, she will laugh, she will screenshot, she will share everywhere. And those are the things that bring in engagements and following.
Okay. So, if at all that is the only thing that brings in following, the funny memes, oh my god, I have a friend who can't dare post them, and this is a boss somewhere, and it's like, no, I will watch them, but I will never post them. That is me. I can't change me. Maybe going back to the start, how did you build this following? Maybe if I can start with him, how did you build this following?
To the very start,
Yes.
I have to say that the first time I joined Twitter, I was nervous about it. Actually, I used to think Twitter was only for maybe politicians and the rich Kampala smart kids, But I was pushed to join Twitter because I had a friend of mine. He was on Twitter. He would post jokes and people would screenshot them, and then they circulate on WhatsApp. I'm like, okay, I should really check out this. So I installed this. And the first day, Twitter is a very funny place and very addictive, that's for sure. But also having content to put there is very hard, because you're going to put content for like the first month and you tweet like every day and no one is really liking or retweeting. She knows how it is. For 1 month, 2, maybe a few people start liking, 2 likes, the next, as you tweet, the way you tweet and what to tweet is always improving. You know what to tweet, funny things to tweet. So it gets instilled in your system like an instinct. I don't know if it's like an instinct now, I guess. You know what to tweet and when to tweet it. Especially when something is trending and then someone picks up a tweet and they get a lot of likes and following. When to chase cloud, when not to. So what I can say, the right way to grow your account and how I did it is just continuous tweeting, giving them funny stuff, if that's what you can give, because that's what sells, you know. Yeah, we put business tweets, but they have like 5 likes at the end of 24 hours. But you tweet a funny tweet and you have like 800 likes. You get
tweeting about what is trending.
Things like those. So that's how accounts grow, you know, like that, engaging with different people. Yeah, maybe out of nowhere, so a certain friend is going to give you a shout out, maybe a famous, you know, trip. So
Okay.
and then you cut up from there,
Okay.
and then people know you.
Wow. So it took you only 2 years from 2019
It actually
up to
took
now.
me like 6 months.
6 months.
I think the first 4 I had like 11K.
Oh.
And people were surprised. How did you do it? You know, but it was just engagement. You know, when you engage on people's tweets, you comment here and there, you also tweet. It is really that simple. Yeah.
Okay, people are finding it very hard, very, very hard. And someone would prefer using some other social media platforms, other like Twitter. No,
Now like what? Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah, people are still so much into Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, people are still so much into Facebook because they think about the likes, you know, people, the following on Twitter. You know, it is not easy for them to get that following.
And you know, there's that beef that has always been there between Facebook and Twitter. The first time you go to Twitter, you post some nonsense, they'll be like, Facebook user gets out of here. They bully you like that. But I don't think many people are using Facebook currently, maybe because of that VPN thing and it's being, you know, restricted out of the country. It's really exhausting since you have to count that, and you know, in these the VPNs take, and then the battery as well. They drain battery like nothing. So people find less time to go for Facebook. Now they've resorted to Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and then Twitter, of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Rona and Nikki G. Let's go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall be talking about how they've been earning from social media. Alright, welcome back from that short break, still with Bridget and Cementa, the show host, Youth Feedback, AET TV, empowering you. Yeah, I see my producer smiling at the back. Yeah, we are still here with the social media influencers, and back to the main topic of the day, earning from social media. How does that work? How do people make money from social media?
Not everyone makes money from social media. I think it comes, for most people, it comes after they have grown, you know, their accounts.
Okay.
Others, they start with it from the start of, you know, when they join in Twitter, they start with a reason of wanting to make money from influencing, maybe because I've seen many people making money from it. And the way it works is basically promotion, you know. You promote someone's product, or maybe a show, maybe he has opened up a new place around town and he wants people to get to be aware of that thing. We actually just make people get to be aware of the things that
all about creating awareness.
Yeah, awareness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And by the way, people have not yet, like they don't know online marketing, if I may say. But during lockdown, there came a time people could not go to town. No one will know that you have shoes. No one will know that you're a designer in Easy View unless you're doing it online. Because we had to be indoors. And that's when people got to realize, Twitter, you can post something and someone will come. You can post and put your location and someone anytime will be like, I saw this tweet. Yeah, you get my point. So that's how online marketing came up. But if I may say, in Kampala it is more than this side. Yes.
Yeah, for different reasons.
For different reasons. What are those
but I love the fact
reasons?
that they're adopting to it as well in Borough.
Okay.
that are really embracing digital marketing.
Okay.
Because at first it was really hard to go to someone, At first, actually, we were the ones looking for them. At first, you'd go to someone that owns a bar and give him a proposal, and they look through it and they're like, nah, I believe in ground marketing, and that's not what we do. We are doing digital. And another thing that people should really know: influencers, they don't do sales. We don't do any marketing from the ground. Someone gives you things to sell or something like that. Now we just create awareness.
Someone wants you to turn up. You people who give us gigs, at times we are caught up. I won't be at your bar, at your hotel every day.
Exactly.
Some people want to give you gigs, but she wants you to turn up every day in the evening. Really, I cannot make it. My work is on phone. If I get time, I'll always turn up. But then, if I don't, our plugs, you also have to understand that.
Yeah, most times maybe you could try to show up for the first meeting of how things are going to work. To agree on the terms of payment and all that. And I think another thing is commission. We really don't work with commission. Someone, gives you a product. They want you to do the marketing online and then make sales and then get a commission from making a sale. No, like I said, we don't do sales.
Okay.
We just bring you customers.
And we
We
boost
just
your
persuade
sales.
them to come and purchase your product. That's how marketing should be. Yeah, so that's the type of marketing we do online. And that's how we get paid.
Okay.
Right. Does that answer your question?
And at times, you find someone wants to pay you daily, some want to pay us weekly, others monthly, others like we sign contracts. So that's how we gain from it. But it's more better when you sign a contract. If it's not a show or what, and it's someone's business and someone is willing to do online marketing, it's more better with a contract.
Yeah.
Is it yielding a lot, like when you do influence the public and market this product? How are the yields? Like, does it yield? Which feedback do you get from this person?
First of all, before I influence for something, I must be having love for it. I must feel it within me.
Okay.
Yes, this is the truth. Because I won't market for pink clips, what. Yet, I don't even use it. I don't even do what. I've never even supported it. So it must be love.
Yeah, sometimes it won't even be love. Sometimes we'll do it because it's a job, it's an assignment, and maybe because you're passionate about marketing, and that's where you get some money, to do things that you want to do. So someone will present a product to you, a product that you've never used. You don't know how it works, so they will have to explain to you what it does, show you samples, so that when you get questions from these possible clients, you can address them, you can answer them. So at the end of the day, it's not about what you really like, but it's about you making money and getting the job done.
And before you sign up for a gig, you should first know, what does it do? What
should
does
first
it
get
do
to know the whole thing about
exactly?
it, the
Yes,
details.
because people will ask you for your name, but be like, hey, they are located in Isevia. Then what does it do? How does it work? And again, you call your boss, you'll be like,
And that's the reason they always put meetings and briefs right before. Actually, different bosses, they always have a way they want you to do their marketing. They'll have some rules they want you to follow. They'll tell you, what, make tweets at this time and this time. You want to trend, so make massive tweeting, hashtags and everything. Make as many as 10 tweets maybe, so that we can trend. Others don't really mind. Others will be like, just give me 2 tweets a day. That's all I need for like a whole week or a whole month.
Okay.
So yeah, it's always different.
Which big companies have approached you before, so that you can do marketing for their products?
There was Capital. I think we're on the gig together.
yeah.
Right.
And we have worked together, me
Yeah,
and Nick.
many gigs. There was this thing. What was this? Self-inject.
Yeah,
That
self-inject.
platform.
It was from Kenyans.
It's from Kenya. It was a gig from Kenya. We were talking directly to Kenyan people. They were the ones that were paying us.
Okay.
Which other big gig?
big ones.
Yeah, I think the one that I worked with is also Innovation Village. That time they were coming this side. Yeah, and which did we do recently? This X Mahandi thing, the comedy store. We did it recently as well. And many other.
This for just this weekend.
Yeah.
The previous weekend.
Yeah, the previous one.
Okay.
And many other things we have really done because I've done like
worked with
gigs in Korea, so I can't really recall every company, but yeah. And even most lounges around bar and clubs.
Okay. So you're promoters. What if I wanted? Okay, you're not promoters. Okay, if at all I wanted you to promote. Okay, sorry about that. If at all I wanted you to promote my simple business, would you take that up, or you only do for big brands?
No. Basically, when someone is starting up a business, they need that awareness, and that means that business is small. It's just getting started, so it doesn't really matter the size of the business or how big you are.
And I'm liking it in Bara because like these people are starting up businesses. They have learned how to create websites and to create accounts for their businesses, and that is good.
Yeah.
Because you find a bar has just started up a hotel, but once you try to search for it and you find they are showing all the directions and what they're showing, what they do on their pages, and this really works out. People will live from Kampala coming this side, not only Kampala, from Kabale or where. Then one gets stuck in Bara at 11 p.m. Searches on Google, nearest hotel in Bara, nearest chiller place in Bara.
Actually, they will be showing them on Google Maps. That
as long as you have a website.
Yeah.
Get influencers who can create for you websites so that your business is known all over.
Okay. Haven't you found some challenges, like sometimes maybe when it comes to payments?
Before we talk about payments, I'm getting challenges with people who come. They talk to you. They promise you on Monday, listen, this time we shall start. This person doesn't turn up. This person fails to pick up your calls. This person has already taken your knowledge. And he or she goes and looks for a different person. Our bosses, this thing hurts.
I know.
There is a person who came to my inbox. I met this person. I drafted the monthly budget. He told me, tomorrow at 10, I'm giving you the startup. What? Money. You look for influencers, then you start up the gig. I've never seen this person again.
Oh no.
That's a big challenge. But it's so
actually,
big.
that's not even a big challenge. Sometimes I think payments, the bosses that really don't pay. Yeah. Bosses that she has experienced it. You have to first make dangerous tweets on Twitter, and you tag the people responsible for not paying to. That's when they start shaking and they give you calls. Please take down that tweet. Come and pick your money.
Come we talk.
So yeah, so that's why before we start a gig, you have to give us half of the payment and the other half after the job is done.
Or else, if possible, because for us we can't disappoint you. We can't. If you've paid me your money, I won't lack data and I won't lack battery to tweet.
Exactly.
Yes, and once you pay me first, by the way, we become more creative. Yes.
You start thinking of how to make it so colorful and massive
up to the end.
Okay. So what are some other challenges that you find in the media?
Other challenges like people fear the brand. Some people even fear to approach you. They'd be like, this one will be so expensive on forward, because they know you have a huge following. But once you approach someone, you can talk.
Sure. Yeah. I think people out there who are watching, the viewers and the followers of ATTV, these are big brands, but yeah, we can approach them. Why not?
Exactly.
Why not? But guy, you must be having your money to pay these guys, because they do a very big part. So if at all maybe you you needed maybe you agree about the payment, but then when it comes to paying you, then this boss that you've been working for maybe does not is not satisfied with your work.
Does that really happen?
Has it happened before?
No, I
felt like he's not
if
content.
he or she's not satisfied.
Yes.
He want to add you like he want to give you more time to influence for him or her.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, if you don't bring results to the table, next time you won't consider you. Really, you won't come back to you. Be like, that girl, she's just nonsense. She didn't do what I wanted her to do. She didn't really bring the numbers, like I expected. But there's this thing. I can give you an example of this new innovation that is coming around town. That sent me up this safe border from Bara. Have you used it before? There's this new border in Bara. You download the app. You know what? Put in the location. They come and pick you and stuff.
Yeah.
So they approached us. They gave us the job. They really knew what we were capable of. And the first day we worked, it registered over 2,000 users. The first day we worked.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's always assurance that you're going to get what you want from digital marketing because there's more people online than on ground. You know that. It's really you can't walk around talking to everyone. Hey, there's this and this. It is really tiresome and exhausting. Yeah,
Sure.
so, which is why most of these brands need to really embrace digital marketing if you want to go or if you want to achieve the goals that they want to achieve for their organizations. And I like the fact that they're actually doing that around here. Every now and then people are approaching you, oh, we have this and this, what are your charges? That is really nice.
Oh, that is interesting. And you guys are a big brand. Because everyone out there, every time they just hear of your names, actually Essential Student. Essential Student, Nick UG guys out there, they want also to be like you. How can I get this big following? How can I be like these people? But you find I failed. I've tried this for some good time, but I failed. Or you find someone is capable of doing this, but they have no following.
The problem is most people are not patient. I'll give you an example of Candle. The time she had come on Twitter, yes, I think I had a big account, that one that I lost. But she was really patient. I mean, she would make tweets, engage, and the followers weren't coming. Really, she can actually tell you right now.
I tell people I spent 6 months with 600 followers. In the 6th month, that's when I made 1,000 followers on Twitter. But from that time, my page has grown more and more because I give it time. I make sure I keep updated. I know what is trending, Yeah.
Okay.
I get my
Do you use other social media platforms or you do only Twitter?
Yes. No, I also use Instagram.
Okay.
Then I use Facebook too. I use Snapchat. I've started using it, and TikTok too. Because here comes a time when you get someone who wants you to influence for his business or what.
Via TikTok.
But he wants you to use all the media platforms. He's ready to give you all the amount you want, but he wants you to use all the platforms.
Actually, if you remember,
So it's the challenge.
if you're to remember that gig of self-inject, they wanted us to make
And these
TikTok
Kenyans
videos.
were serious.
To make
And they were
TikTok
ready to pay
videos
us,
and we
so-
send them on our TikTok accounts, of which I don't even have a TikTok account.
And you should have what?
I intend to.
And you find some bosses, like you can't lie to him. You have to share the links.
These
You
other
have to
people.
share the link and show them that you're working. They go, they check all that post. Has
Yeah, man, it
posted.
was a tight gig.
Wow.
You have to take a screenshot before you post so that they can
They
analyze
go
and see
through
what you're
it.
pushing out.
Oh my
Then they
God.
approve. Yeah, tweet that. Put that on Instagram. Oh, it was really tight.
I used to be caught up by time
Yeah.
because those ladies be like, we want you to tweet in time,
They
but
would
you
put you on
screenshot,
pressure.
you send them, they'd be like, no, this is not what we want. I wish that time I was like, my God, what should I tweet about? But
Yeah, by the way, influencing is not that easy as it looks. You might have the numbers, but there's something called content creation. If you're not a content creator, it will always be hard for you to create the right content, for a certain product or a brand, because it's not just about saying, hey, yeah, thingy salesman does, go and buy from him and that's it. No, you have to connect with your followers on an emotional level, perhaps, so that they can understand what you're talking about. Maybe you start up with a story. If you're promoting, let's say, like this new charcoal they make from what? I don't know. There's this new charcoal. Yeah. I think briquettes. Like yeah. You connect with them on how your mom tried to make them and perhaps they failed, but these ones are good. So you encourage them to, but you say you're connecting with them. You have to be
so creative.
Yeah, you connect with them on that emotional level. They see where you're coming from with the product. They'll be like, oh wow, let me try this one out. So it takes a lot to be an influencer, not just the following. But you have to make a little research about digital marketing, on Google and see what it's all about. And also, what helps us? You remember that thing we took online, that online thing about authenticity with this self-injected platform thing. You didn't. Okay, that's fine, but they also teach authenticity. So the different brands you work with, they give you different lectures about.
And the more brands you work with,
the more experience. So you have to be authentic as well. So it's
you
really
have to own it.
Yeah, be yourself. Don't try to bring up a fake someone.
This very boss is the one who will connect you to some other person. Be like, you had a show in Bara. Yes, Mohan, you had a show in Bara. These people worked for you.
They will contact you.
Be like, oh, these people are this one.
That's why I always tell my fellow influencers, when you get a gig, put your all to it. Be passionate when you're doing it, like it's your own. Own it. Most times when I was doing this thing for the send me up this border thing around here, people were asking me, are you working with the organization? Because I was putting myself in a picture like I'm working with them, like contact us. You're putting yourself among them.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, the users, if the app is not yet on iPhone, iOS, be patient with us. It's going to be with on the app Nani in a couple of weeks. So they were like, oh, so you're working with the guys? I'm like, no.
Because so many people come asking, even if it's a show.
So you promote it like it's your own.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. We have to wind up. I think the producer is trying to tell me we are getting out of time. But then, to someone watching us out there, whether it has been a very good time with you guys.
Yeah, it has been.
People out there have always seen people grow on social media, and we assume they make money, but we do not know how they make money. Maybe could it be the same way, the way you make money on TikTok, on Twitter? Is it the same way people make money on TikTok? Is it the same way people make money on Instagram, or these things vary?
No, it's really not the same way, because most people who are influencers, of course, they will make money the same way we are making money, because they'll be approached by brands. But there are these people who have shops online.
Okay.
They're also earning from online. They're advertising their products online and they deliver. Or he puts up a shoe, and there are many actually on Twitter. He puts up a shoe collection, and you're like, oh wow, I like this shoe. How much? He was like 180, including the delivery services and whatever the costs. So you send the money on mobile money, and he sends the shoe. So it's that online market situation that is going around. So it's not always just about influencing. People are making money in different ways. Others are content creators.
Okay.
Yeah, like others are account growers. Others sell accounts, which is illegal, of course, on Twitter. But yeah, people are doing it. But these other content creators are approached by companies, company like maybe let's say Radio West or the whole thingy will approach you, and you know what? They'll be like, we want you to handle our account, and we'll be giving you things to tweet about. So you're the content creator, you're the one who creates content for them. The additional words, the additional information, about the programs that are going to be happening here and there. You're really handling the accounts like that.
Okay. All right. We've heard from them. I think to wind up, as we give our last remarks to the viewers, and we also say whatever we'd love to say to our viewers, I'll start with the lady herself, Kando Rona.
First of all, I want to thank the management, ASTV. Thank you so much for this chance. I remember I was hosted on the Vibe, and I'm so humbled again for this chance. Thank you so much. Thank you all the people out there who give us all your gigs, who give us all your money. We are so humbled. Then another thing, don't forget to follow me, Kandorona, on Twitter, Essential Student on Twitter and Instagram, Essential Student on TikTok, Kandorona on Facebook. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, your last remarks to the viewers.
My last remarks.
Yes.
I'll say if you're on Twitter and you really want to be, and because many people actually, when I put out this thing on my status about how people make money online, many people are telling me, "Oh, teach me how to," and I was like, you know what, tune in the show. I'll talk about exactly how to earn. So the first thing you should do when you get on Twitter, I think you should grow your account first, and also make some research about digital marketing, and also make the right connections, because there are many people out there with 10k and 20k without gigs because they don't have connections. I will tell you that my account, I might lose this same account that I have and create another one with 200 followers, but I'll still make money off that account because I branded myself as an influencer and I got the right connections, you know, with people that the gig plugs around town. So they'll be like, oh, we have a gig. Oh, there's Nick, there's Kandorona, there's Sammy, and there's Speaker, you know, like that. So otherwise, if you want to know more about me, you can follow me on my account. I usually don't talk about myself, but you will get to know me with time. My Twitter account is Nixon _256. The same goes for Instagram, and well, TikTok. I'm coming pretty soon.
Yes, TikTokers, he's coming. So thank you so much for coming along and joining me on the youth feedback.
You're welcome.
Yes, someone wanted to know how to make money from social media. I think we shall start with your remarks as we start the show. So thank you so much for watching. We meet next Saturday, same time, same place. Bye bye.